ladies and gentlemen. You're looking live at Three's Company Radio Show, and I'm your host, Miss Mandy Jones. I'm a stand-up comedian, and I'm accompanied here by another beautiful stand-up comedian, Miss Bonnie Scalisi.
Hi, everybody.
What's up, Bonnie? How you doing?
Oh, we're having a very interesting beginning to a show, and I wanted to go into all the different people who were going to be on it, and things just didn't not quite
why is
work
it Three's
out.
Company Radio Show? Where the hell is Jim? First of all, Jim sent us a picture, guys. It was literally, I think he stole everything off the fucking. He looked
It looked like a pharmacy.
It looked like a pharmacy. There was Lysol wipes, Lysol spray. Then there was like every kind of cough medicine. It was ridiculous, and we just had a really good. Don't come on just yet. You're not welcome just yet.
Just 1 second.
So we just had someone show up who's not Jim Raya. He's running super late. Bonnie, you want to tell us who's going to be coming in really sweaty, I think, right now?
Okay, so we want to thank our other co-host who had 2 weeks in a row, very last minute, has agreed to be our co-host, Mr. Tom Crescendo.
Welcome, Tom.
Rushing from work.
We had to give you a proper introduction. You can't just slide in there.
Thank you. Sorry about being late.
Mandy's very professional.
Phone volume
Yeah.
off and
Mandy's
ringer
very
up.
professional.
Gotcha, yeah.
I know. Well, we weren't sure because we like to have a united front. And Bonnie, can you tell us? So who was? I called Bonnie at lunch because Jim obviously was prepping to give us an excuse because he's been telling us he had a fever since yesterday.
Yes.
And he's pretending he doesn't want to get us sick, but we know where his.
We know he wants
Yeah,
to
we know
get
he just wants to be in bed.
So first, Jim was supposed to be the co-host.
So I called Bonnie at lunch.
Yes.
And what did I say? What were we going to do? What was the plan?
What's the plan? So we asked, all of a sudden I feel like the air conditioning just shut off.
I feel it. That's right. I feel it right now.
Okay. So then after Jim canceled, we asked our other co-host who usually fills in, who is Kathy Arnold.
Who
but
we
she
love.
We love her, but she was busy. So then we asked Tom. No, sorry.
You asked-
Then I asked Manny.
you asked Manny first.
Cruz. The second time I asked
Don't sell
Manny
Manny
Cruz,
short.
who I love, but he, as of last night, literally at Coasters, at the end of the night, he's like, Bonnie, I can't do the show tomorrow. And Dom,
Really? He waited till then?
yeah, and
He
Dom-
didn't
told
want
me
to have
he
to
was-
face
He
her.
told me he was going to do it the day before.
Well,
Well, that's the thing. If you're gonna
technically it was the
cancel,
day
just-
before.
If you're gonna
He
cancel,
told me he
just
was going to
tell
cancel.
us.
He was like, do you want to do Bonnie's radio show again? And I was like, yeah, I'm down. And he's like, yeah, because she asked me, but I'm not going to be
I
able
also
to.
love how people that we asked to be on the show are like, oh, actually, I'll just ask my friend. It's like, no, we asked you. You don't get to just give the spot away now. Like,
I mean, I'm a better comedian than him.
like
anyway,
you've
so
been
you
on the
guys-
show
No.
before, but like so many people, they're like, well, what about this person? I'm like, I don't know that person.
Yeah.
Like,
So Manny
know
couldn't
me.
do it. So then
I know.
then we asked Tom, and thankfully Tom is here. Then the other guest who didn't cancel, his name is Abe Hannigan. I've never had the pleasure to meet him,
didn't cancel.
but he didn't cancel.
But he did.
But when I replaced Manny with Tom, sorry, I'm confused.
How much wine have you had so far?
I haven't had any
no,
wine
Jim's not
yet.
even here. We're not even drinking.
But Dom,
like
but
glass
Dom,
3. All right.
Dom was at my open mic, and he was standing there while Manny was canceling on me, and my mouth was just like.
Yeah, Bonnie
And
just-
I was
Bonnie
filled
just turned
with
to the
wine.
next person. What are you doing tomorrow night?
I literally said to Dom, "Okay, you're taking his place," and he's like, "Cool."
Yeah, the
then
next
he-
person in sight.
And then Bonnie went and met her next Tinder date.
Yeah.
No. But then the person who didn't cancel is.
are you
Couldn't get a
streaming it?
ride here today.
You're streaming the show.
And so Abe Hannigan, we don't know if he's going to come or not. It will be a surprise if he comes. So we will just we're going to go with the flow. That's the way we do things around here. We
Yes.
just go with the flow.
Yeah, we try to be a little prepared, but it's also just
Oh, and I want to
completely-
thank Will Romero. Will Romero bought me
Hey, I
a
haven't
drink.
seen you in a while,
He
Will.
bought me a drink last night because I had some bad lawyer news, and he was so sweet. He bought me a drink.
Okay.
Told you, volume, and you fucking told me you did it, you bastard!
right, I did.
I fucking came in sweating. Fucking ruined my show, Tom. Every fucking time.
Really? The whole hour's ruined? Should we
It's
just start
done.
now?
Just fucking
So
close
what's
it
the-
up.
I
Close
mean,
it
I
up,
was
Mike.
gonna-
It's done.
I was gonna go wear this guy's skin around my
This is
house.
the worst
after this,
show
so if we
ever.
could get to that quickly.
And I have a hole in my pantyhose, but anyway.
But me and Bonnie actually, we were like, what is this, the third episode?
know.
And then we start looking at pictures. This is the 11th episode, guy.
So
This
it's
is our
muted now.
11th episode of Three's Company, and the last three have been without Jim.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so most of them have been without
no,
Jim.
So-
4 or 5 of them have been without Jim because we had Kathy
Well,
Arnold as a
most of the
co-host
good
twice.
ones.
Yeah, so this is the fourth without Jim.
Teresa Farrell is watching. Will
Teresa
Romero
Farrell,
is
you were
watching.
great.
Heather,
We had
can
such
you
a good time.
Can you pronounce this name?
Heather Brzezinski, that's my cousin.
And
She's always
Jacob?
watching. Jacob Branowski. I do want to thank Taz, the residential artist. She sent
Oh,
us
yes.
fan art. She got my address and she sent me the originals, guys. Bonnie, I have them in the car. She made
The
copies.
originals? Holy
I have
moly.
the originals. That's like.
I'm a fan of hers.
And she made copies of the one of the three of us, and she signed each one for you, one for me, one
oh
for
my
Jim.
God, I'm gonna get it framed and hang
I
it
know,
up.
I know. So Taz, thank you so much. We also want to just give a quick shout out to some other people that have really supported us, make this show awesome. Other than Taz, the residential artist who we love, Billy Stoll, Kristen Tinsley, Bruno Capolo, who's the best, Mike Bacchino, Bill Hansen, Joe Carletto.
Oh, I love Bill Henson.
Teresa Farrell's been awesome. My cousin Heather, who was just on there, has been awesome. All my aunts. Supporting the show, viewing and liking everything that we do, and we can't be happier. Honestly, I think we're doing really well for just a little baby show we got here.
Yeah, I was so impressed with Taz's drawing that I made it my profile picture.
Yes.
And you did too.
And I have a different profile picture of her. Oh my God, guys, the one she sent me, she goes, I figured you liked the outtakes. It looks like it's like she started to do my face and it looks like Trump. Like it
Oh,
looks
no.
exactly like Trump. It's so funny. If you guys go on my page, Mandy
So
see
Jones.
presidential?
Yeah, you'll see the outtakes. She did one. My husband was like, "Will she do one of us?" So we commissioned her to do one of me and my husband, and that one came out really good too. So she sent me the originals.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool that we're connecting people all over the U.S. and really even further. I mean, Bruno came from fucking New Hampshire to come see us.
Last week, somebody from Spain was watching.
Yeah,
But
so-
Heather
Wow,
was saying to us.
transcontinental.
Heather was saying, "Why don't you guys just get a temporary person to replace Jim?"
I know, Heather. We just want to replace Jim permanently.
I mean,
actually,
I could replace him if you're okay with me. Maybe sometimes being late. Because
being
of-
late and
because of
playing
work
your fucking
and
music on
playing
your
my
phone.
phone. Yeah.
Well, you will, one thing at a time. Somebody just said about you, Tom. Jacob just said this guy looks like Josh from Jake and Josh.
Oh, thanks.
I actually used
thanks,
to watch
person
that
number
show.
5,000 who said that to me.
Was he the cute one?
Josh.
Josh, when he
I mean,
was
Josh
thin, he was
got
cute.
better looking in
Yeah,
the beginning.
yeah.
He wasn't.
There's fat Josh and
yeah.
thin
Oh,
Josh.
wait, Josh
Yeah.
Peck was the bigger one.
He was the fat one, but,
But
he
he
got
lost
skinny.
weight,
He did a lot
and he
of
looked
he did
really
a lot
hot
of nose
after
candy.
that.
Have you ever seen the Whackness with
What?
him? It's a movie, The Whackness.
I haven't seen any Josh Peck originals.
It's actually a really good movie.
I've heard he
But
did a Red
he's like
Dawn
he's
remake.
probably like 19 in it, so he's like
Oh.
skinny.
Right, yeah. But I actually get Adam Sandler and Jim from American Pie a lot more often.
Oh.
than
Who's Jim
Josh
from
Peck.
American Pie?
You've never seen American Pie?
I have. I just
I
don't know
only
what
know that
character
one
Jim
scene
is.
with
the
apple
main
pie.
character.
Oh, Bates, or what's his name in real life?
I don't know.
Is it? I want to say
I just
Jason
know
Bateman,
him as the guy
but that's
who
not right.
I've been suicidal over looking like since I was 10.
Well, my grandma said that my husband looked like fucking Matthew Broderick. We were
Oh,
like
that
Ferris
sucks.
Bueller. My
That
husband was
sucks.
like, "That's fucked up." I was like, "She probably thinks he's attractive."
Well, Matthew Broderick. Just saying
Matthew,
this.
yeah, you look like
He's a-
Matthew
an
Broderick.
asshole.
Isn't that the one that Sex and the City is married to?
Is she?
Yeah, Sarah
yeah.
Jessica
Ferris
So
Parker.
Bueller.
if she thinks he's hot,
She's also.
I mean, if he thinks she's hot, then he's clearly a sociopath.
They think the other one's hot.
You know,
They're good
Matthew
for-
Broderick killed 2 people and he only paid like $150 over it.
what?
When?
Yeah, he like crashed into 2 people.
Are we
they
going to be
died.
sued for slander
And he
now?
didn't like. No, this is a fact. You can look it up. Yeah.
Really?
He only paid
I'm
like
telling you, the
150
stuff-
for it or
the
something.
next guest when he gets on here, and this
Come
one,
at me,
and this
Broderick.
one, Tom. The
Bueller.
stuff they say is hilarious.
Oh my God,
They-
we're
they
just a
just-
screaming riot.
I said to them, when you get on the show, just say the stuff that you say when we're at open mics, and people are not going to believe it. It's just hilarious.
I mean, I didn't think you wanted to run a Nazi radio show, but I mean, if you're ready to go all in,
I said there are no holds bars.
No
my
holds.
friend Michelle is watching.
Hey,
Hey,
Michelle.
Michelle.
How you doing, Michelle?
Oh, what's up, Michelle?
Yeah, so
Tony Walker, hey guys.
Tony Walker. I'm going to be a guest tomorrow on Knock 'em Dead. So I'll be I think Tony and Sally. Tony, type in. Are you guys? You and Sally are going on a vacation, and it's just going to be me and Eric. I don't know. So
Oh
I'll
wow,
find out
look at
tomorrow.
you running the show.
We'll see. We'll see. But
Make out with Bonnie.
I like how Dom's watching and he's the host. And he's the guest.
There you go. Good.
oh, you know, our last guest, Tony.
Yeah.
What's his
Landolfi.
Landolfi. Tony
Landolfini.
Landolfi created like a watch party during the show, which I would do, but I'm technologically retarded, so I don't know how. But we should do that because then people come on that
I
maybe.
mean, we have a
wouldn't.
guy here who knows how to do that.
Oh, maybe we should ask.
Layer.
He could totally just run out here and do that.
Well, Dan Romano's obsessed with the watch party.
I know. I don't know how to do it.
Day.
I mean,
he does them all
basically,
day.
there's an option when you share it, instead of just regularly sharing it, there's an option that says create a watch party.
Yeah.
And you just click that
Oh,
and do
well,
it. Yeah.
that's
I know. I couldn't figure out how to do it, and then I accidentally did it at work
I'm
one day.
just trying
And
to
I was
look,
like, no.
yeah, I'm just trying to look at people's comments and like notice what's going on there.
I created a watch party for the porn I was watching the other night, and it didn't go well.
You invited people and they rejected you
no,
on
I-
the internet.
Let's
No,
all
I
come
invited
together.
I invited a lot of people. They all turned out to be family members.
Oh,
It was hot.
Ew.
It was hot.
There is all that incest
wait.
porn out now.
Wait, that reminds me of a story. I have a true story that happened. So I'm in.
Speaking of incest.
Okay, I
Speaking,
I have been
fucking my
friending.
kids.
No, I've
Oh my
been
God,
friending
sorry.
lots of people that I don't technically know, but if they have like a few people, friends in common, if I don't think they're going to attack me politically, I've been accepting basically strangers, okay, as my Facebook friends. So this one guy, who I won't say his name on air, he actually sent a porno in my messenger, and the porno was all these men were sitting on chairs in a circle. Everyone was naked. All the men were sitting on chairs in a circle. The women were naked, and they were walking around the men like musical chairs.
Okay.
And the music would play, and when the music stopped, the women would rush to a man to give them a blowjob.
Oh,
But there was
God.
always one less man, so the
How
woman
long
was
was this
very
video?
disappointed
Yeah, what?
that
can't
she
believe you
didn't
watched
get
it.
the thing. So I wrote something about it on my Facebook, and one of my Facebook friends. Drawing a
Because
blank
I
what
just
his
had
name
to
is.
comment.
No, I said to him, Jared James. I said, what about my face says send Bonnie porn? So he goes, you
Everything.
have purdy lips.
Oh my God. DSL.
Purdy, P-U-R-D-Y.
Purdy.
But I just thought that was hilarious. And then all these people.
He's like, I bet you could squeal like a pig.
I don't know. I don't
Squeal
know.
now.
But has anybody else gotten porn on their messenger? It's just me?
I mean, I've gotten like fake accounts messaging
Oh,
me.
so
like,
Tony is going to
nudes.
be there tomorrow. Yay.
Sometimes they're fake, like a lot. I mean, for a guy, it was probably, if it was a dude, it was probably just a creep. But yeah, anytime a dude gets like a woman like messaging him, like, hey, do you want to lick my clit? Just like follow this like chat website.
then they're trying to.
That's clearly not a human being.
They're trying to
yeah.
get you to
I know
pay
because
for
I
it.
went down that rabbit hole for about a year and a half.
No, they're trying to get you to pay for porn.
No, basically, yeah, they're trying to trick you into signing up for a subscription that's not a real subscription, where they essentially just drain your bank account,
Oh,
and you don't
boy.
get to
Oh,
watch
boy.
any more porn than you normally would.
Oh boy. Well, I said I made like a comment
I'm an expert
on my
on this
Facebook
shit.
post. Like, tell me what I could say to this guy as a good, funny comeback line about this porn that I just described.
You should have just said, "Do that to me."
Well, they came up with some amazing answers. I would go back and read them, but then I don't know how to do two things on my phone at once. But they came up with really funny responses to that because I'm friends with a lot of comedians, and that's
Yeah,
what they
yeah,
do.
yeah, exactly.
So I had like 20 really great responses. So I'm typing them all into this guy, and then I deleted him.
Curiously, did DB Frick respond to that?
Actually, DB did
Do
not.
you remember? Oh,
I'm
you didn't?
going to see DB tonight because I'm going to. He has a new open mic at the new Vibe Lounge tonight.
He has a mic at the new Vibe. DB, you swept in on the spot. You fucking
Uh-oh.
you motherfucker.
Am I making fights
No,
again?
it's fine.
Dems fight.
I don't really care.
Oh,
Here's the
boy.
thing. I mean, I would have avoided. You already said the name of the bar on the air, but yeah, the new Vibe Lounge. I had an open mic there, but me and my friend Manny, who ran it, decided that we should move our open mic to a different spot. And it was nothing against the bar. The bar is a great, it's a great
okay.
bar. It's
Yes.
really
Yeah, it's
nice
very
or whatever. But we just didn't really feel like it fit there. So they really couldn't like free up the days every single week. They would book other things. So we just decided to try and find a new spot. But I'm actually pretty surprised that DB has a mic there. Are you sure it's the new Vibe Lounge?
Yeah.
Are you sure you're not just like misremembering?
No,
one?
no,
she's
no.
going.
I'm going there. I
Better be a mic.
It is the new Vibe Lounge.
It's vintage lounge.
It's vintage.
Oh,
lounge.
whoops.
Yeah.
all right,
One of those
See, it's
fucking
not.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
New vibe.
It's vintage
Yeah,
lounge?
it's vintage
Oh, because
lounge.
somebody's meeting.
Oh, because there's
somebody's
3
meeting me?
Tinder dates at the wrong place
No,
right now.
this guy is not
Just
a
a bunch
Tinder
of
date. This is
friggin'
a guy
white-haired
I've been seeing
dudes
for a
with, like,
few dates
button-up
now.
shirts
But I told him
stumbling
the wrong
around looking
place.
for Bonnie.
I'm sorry, we're talking.
Well, should we
Tom,
send
say
him
what
the
you were
address?
saying.
I was just imagining all these like gray-haired, like button-up shirt douchebags sitting there with like 2 drinks.
Bonnie
waiting
hangs
for
out with
you
like
and,
rock stars.
just like tapping their foot. Like what the
I
fuck is
go
this
through the
bitch
full range.
No, I picture guys with like their shirt not completely buttoned with like long hair.
That's what I'm saying. But like old
Yeah,
guys who
yeah,
think they
like
still got
suave,
it, but they don't.
definitely
But they just
suave.
have like a little bit of money, so they can like
Ooh,
afford like nice clothes and
That's
shit.
mean. That's mean.
a little bit.
I'm just saying.
the guy that I am dating now. He's not a Tinder date. He's a date. I got him up Plenty of Fish, and I've been on. This will be my 6th date with him.
Okay.
But I told him to meet me at the New Vibe Lounge, so I have to
Yeah, you
message
gotta update
him
that.
and change that. He's going to be at the wrong place.
Vintage lounge.
The Vintage
The
Lounge.
Jew
So
Vibe
where's the
Lounge.
Vintage Lounge?
It's a different bar.
Is it in the same area?
I'm not sure, but I mean, the address is probably on his thing.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Here, I can look it
I
up
do-
because
I
unlike
mess
you,
up-
Bonnie, I do know how to do more than one thing on my
Well,
phone.
I
at a
don't.
time.
I mess up this kind of stuff all the time. So
DB Frick 1977.
what does that mean?
I guess it's the year he was born. Am I right in saying that, DB, or are you even older than
No, I think that sounds about right.
I don't know.
Maybe
Um,
looks good for his age, honestly.
Open mic. Seriously? All right, now open mic Wednesday 24th. Yeah, Vintage Lounge. It's in Wantagh.
Vintage Lounge.
Vintage
Wantagh.
Lounge. It's 3037-3039 Merrick
Well, I'll
Road.
just Google it.
I mean, you can
that
just
I know
go
how
to
to do.
just go to get DB's like social media. You'll find
Okay. All right. I have to text this person.
the Vintage
I'm
Lounge.
sending him to the wrong place. I've done that myself. I've been supposed to be in one place and I pressed the wrong button. Oh, the softball game. You were at that, right?
No, I didn't
Oh,
go.
well, I went to a completely wrong place. The Governor's Radio had a softball game where we were playing against blind people.
Which I think is the biggest joke
I
ever.
think that is
and
They
all-
lost, by the way. The
Oh, did
blind
they?
people
No,
won.
It was a tie.
Oh, the blind people won.
No, it was a
They
tie.
tied.
Oh, they
It was a tie.
tied.
They had
They
one
tied,
less
sure.
sense, and
Hi,
they
Frank.
tied.
Frank is watching.
Are
My
you
friend
sure?
Frank. My pro.
Are you sure they didn't fudge that? Like, I'm not trying to be addicted to blind people, but come on, you guys can't play softball stuff.
No, they were really good. They were really good. But
You guys can't even drive.
I got lost, and I was almost an hour and a half late to the softball game because I went to the wrong place, and then I thought I put in the right address, and I went to another wrong place, and then by the time I got to the right place, the game was almost over. So they put me up, and of course I struck out. So I struck out getting there. I struck out at the bat, and and we tied. So my friend Frank is watching. He's one of my
Hey,
Facebook
Andrew Bergen's
pro-Trump
watching.
friends.
Pro Trump.
Yeah, I have my
Andrew Bergen's
pro-Trump
watching
friends
too,
and
so
then my
that's two
regular
pro-Trump
friends. So should we introduce sponsors?
Yeah, I'll
first?
do the
Okay.
sponsors and then we'll get our next guest on. Okay, so starting with Coaster's Tavern, that's 487 Newbridge Road, East Meadow, coasterstavern.com. They've got a pool table, they've got live music. On Tuesdays, there's an open mic down there that Bonnie, Jim Raya, and John Olivero.
And once again, they weren't there yesterday, just me.
Yeah, Bonnie's holding it down. It's an open mic there. That's 7:30 sign up, 8 o'clock start. At Tuesdays at Coasters, they do free shots for the comics, free tacos for the comics, and it's a free comedy show for anyone who wants to go down there. Like I said, 8 o'clock on Tuesdays at Coasters. And then there's also 2953 Hempstead Turnpike in Levittown is a place called Smash. We're at 90 Division Avenue in Levittown at Governor's Comedy Club's the same parking lot. There's a place called Smash. It's an Olympic ping pong hall. They've got ping pong tables, paddles, balls, league play. You can rent the place, and it's also a bar and restaurant. So
It's cool.
yeah, well, like they don't have really. They've got chairs, but it's not like tables. But they've got the ping pong tables. You sit at the bar, play a game of pool, and the winner can pay for dinner and drinks. So yeah, Bonnie, let's bring on our guest.
So before we bring on our guest, I just want to say, if my friend Michelle Asta, who's watching, she was referencing to my porno story. She said that she got a dick pic the other night and a few other inappropriate things. LOL, LOL. And then Heather wants to know, do you guys get comedians from New Jersey and New York on your show? Heather, we definitely would. We haven't so far, have we?
Yeah, I don't think anyone's from Jersey just
It's usually
yet.
Long Island comedians, only because we only know
Only
the Long
because we're
Island
all
comedians.
racist.
But Heather, if you know anybody, send them our to
Kathy's
us.
watching. Kathy, we miss you.
Kathy.
Hey, Kathy, what's
Kathy,
going
okay,
on?
so we're going to introduce our next guest, and he's probably going to be our only guest because I don't know if Abe is going to come or not.
Abe Lincoln.
Abe Lincoln was shot and killed. But anyway.
On the way here.
So thanks for coming on such short notice. Introducing Dom LaMarca. He's an up-and-coming comedian who performs right here on Long Island, and he also produces comedy shorts on Instagram. And you can watch them on Instagram, and this is an old broad trying to get an Instagram label correctly. You could watch him on Instagram at L.A_D_. Did I say it right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just Dom LaMarca.
Yeah,
just
Dom
look up
LaMarca.
his name.
But
Did I messed up your name?
the problem
Just
with
look
that,
up
I've
his
only heard his
name.
name 10,000
What's up, Dom?
times.
well, the problem with that is when you meet somebody in like a show and you're like D_dot.
Yeah,
No,
I know.
that's
Underscore
someone else.
Dragon Slayer.
Oh, the guy that I'm dating is watching.
Hey.
My friend Tom
Is
was
he the
just
one who-
dissing all my dates and saying that they're old.
Is he John?
Yes, John.
Is he? Did you really just comment like a? Like what the
Oh.
fuck does that mean, dude?
That's an in
Are you
joke.
jerking off right now?
So you guys,
Hey, John.
Oh, I have to type it.
John. I said to meet me at the New Vibe Lounge. That's not correct. It's at the Vintage Lounge in Wantua, not the New Vibe Lounge. I messed up. So just type in that you got that so I don't send you to the wrong place. The Vintage Lounge in No.
your Bonnie's
In
date just
Wantua.
confirmed that you're going to be at the right place.
Yes.
She's going to be in Wantua at
Confirm.
the Vintage Lounge.
Johnny.
Waiting with a butcher knife.
Johnny.
Well, I'm glad that you fucking brought this up because you guys would have been all sorts of fucked
Oh
up.
yeah, he would. I would have thought.
Yeah.
I would have thought I was being stood up again. So, it would
So
not be
good,
good.
we
Hopefully
saved
not.
you from that one. All right, so Dom, tell us about yourself.
Yes.
You're a child. How old are you?
I'm 19. I'm turning
Jesus
20 soon now. I'm
fuck.
Is that
turning 20
true?
soon.
Are you 19 for
Yeah,
real? Oh my
yeah.
God.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't like even like I've thought about that. Like even like those like jokes I have where I mention I'm 19. Like I gotta change it to like 20 because like I want to like not lie about it. You know?
Are you 20?
No, I'm not turning
So
20.
you are
Cause
lying
like,
about
cause you
it.
asked
Yeah,
me
you
if it was
fucking-
true. I'm assuming like you weren't 100% sure if it was true or not, right?
I wasn't sure.
Yeah, no, I really am 19.
19.
I
It's
used to
just
think
so
you were
young.
So when
like
you go to the-
25.
so-
I'm not
got
gonna
that a
lie.
lot.
Like,
I get that, especially at my job. Customers tell me that like all the time.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a waiter right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where at?
Dang Barbecue. It's a restaurant I used to.
All right, cool.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
cool to
barbecue.
work for.
We were talking about
Yeah.
that last night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
may I take your order, guys?
And you said you used to go to school. What did you go to school for?
I was just going for my liberal arts.
Okay.
And yeah, I just felt like it wasn't for me. I might look for something in the future or just end up doing like a liberal arts online just to get that. But like right now, like I'm really just putting my time into the comedy like as much as I can.
Oh yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
What was your first thought to get into comedy? What drove you to decide to go to open mics?
That's like a real like story. Like honestly, I just had a friend pass away. I was just like, fuck, like life's short, dude.
Oh,
like
I'm
I
sorry
gotta
to
like
hear
go.
that.
Thank you. And like yeah, I was just like life's short. Like I always knew I wanted to do this.
Hell
And
yeah.
I never like really took it upon myself to get out there and do it, and that was kind of like the push.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's awesome. That's so good to put something positive, your energy into something positive, and you're helping people. You don't understand. When people come out, I mean, Bonnie talks about it. Before Bonnie retired, she would go to comedy clubs
Yes.
on her nights off because she was a teacher for
A
what is that?
stressed out teacher.
32
God.
years. She has 3 grown children, 2 of which need her pretty much 24/7 because
Yes.
of their needs. And Bonnie would go down to the comedy club to relieve her stress.
Yes, I to governors actually,
Yeah.
governors or the brokerage, and I really owe them my life. I don't think I could have made it through those
Yeah.
really. They were very difficult years.
And now the comedians and are getting you through your divorce. We're a family. I really feel like
Yes.
we all bond together. You guys, I couldn't make it, but around Thanksgiving last year, Bonnie and Michelle at Bonnie's house put together all girl comedians, went over and they did a potluck style. And
no, I actually
catered.
it.
Oh, and they all
And
had
they brought
wine-
desserts
they
and
brought
wine and all that,
desserts
yeah.
and wine, and
Yeah.
I couldn't make it. I forgot I had something legitimately going on that I couldn't.
I want to
make
do
it.
that again, but my ex is living in the house right now. I have to get him
We'll
out.
do
That's a whole
something.
nother
My house
story.
is small, but we'll do something.
Oh,
with
I would love
somebody.
that. That would be
So
great. We
that
had a
was-
great time.
So that's really great, and it really is like a family. I mean, I think comedy is just a bunch of misfits. I think we're all just misfits. A lot of people talk about social anxiety and other anxieties and depression and things you wouldn't think comedians would be experiencing, but we are, and this is an outlet to be positive, you know, and
make everybody laugh.
And make
about
everybody
what
laugh.
a lot of the people in the audience are experiencing the same things, but you're saying you're up on stage exposing yourself, and you're helping them because they're like, oh, you know, that I feel that way too,
Right,
You know, and then
right.
and then you're laughing about it, and it really really helps.
yeah,
I agree,
it's
yeah.
totally
Yeah.
I
connects
agree
everybody.
I agree very much with everything you guys are saying. It's true that comedy is an outlet for a lot of people.
Even
Which
when my
is- yeah.
stepmom met you, she's like all you guys, like you just had something like in the past that like got you out there. Like,
Exactly,
like,
which is
man.
why I want to ask you, Dom, when's the last time you ate ass?
I'm telling you, this is the kind of stuff I listen to at these open mics, and I just said, just talk
I'm
the
just
way
trying
you
to
normally
wake,
talk.
I'm just trying to wake your
you know?
viewers up over
Well,
it.
the funny thing is he's saying that, and I was like, well, no, he's saying that, and I'm thinking, well,
No,
at the Friday coffee shop gig I did pretty not do well. That's what I thought you were talking about, not doing well on stage.
Also,
No,
He'd
yeah.
asked, so I'm just started.
And I mean, that is a way of putting eating ass.
Yeah.
I kind of usually say, I usually say, I ate dick.
Yeah.
When I bomb.
And I don't really want to talk about that because Bonnie was very specific about talking about the masturbation. So I think
Oh,
we should focus
right.
more on that end of things.
Last night, he came to my open mic,
And then he ate her
and
ass.
it's in a
a
similar
long story.
category. It's a
It only
similar
took me a minute. I
category.
still had 5 minutes to do my
I literally,
set.
Right.
I literally was watching him, and in my head, every time he said the word masturbation, I was like, 1. And he would say 2. I mean, he had, I think,
Bonnie,
4
drink a cup of
times.
wine every time I
4
talk about
times.
masturbation.
Right.
Oh, my God.
And I'm on my second glass of wine. I'm flying by then, and I'm like yelling things out. I don't even remember why I yelled at him. I'm like, yes. Tomorrow, I want to know on my show, why do you have so much?
just
Yeah,
scooch toward Bonnie a
scooch
little
closer.
bit. Over? All right.
Why do you have so much stuff about masturbation in your act?
None
Not
of
to
it
put you
was
on
a
the
white
spot
male.
or anything.
Yeah,
Talks
it's
about
just-
what he knows.
He's a straight white male. What
I've
do you
never
expect?
seen your act.
I
I've never
never
seen your
thought
act.
about it until last night also because like some of the new material I'm working on, like it's really coming up a lot. But like it's kind of like just happening. Like I wasn't aiming for like, oh, I'm gonna be the masturbation guy.
You're
but
just,
that's
you're right.
But it just
Yeah,
found me.
You're
I
right.
just found
Yeah.
my artistic
My
voice
niche.
to what I was
I
good
found
at.
my niche.
Exactly.
It's ending
I
up that way. No, I'm just kidding.
I went home and I looked at writing prompts and I said, what is it that I care about writing?
Yeah, exactly.
The
And that's just
choke your
what came
through
chicken
my day.
guy.
Masturbation
guy.
and meditation. get
The
me
beat
through
your
my
meat
day.
guy.
Well,
the pull your pork guy.
I have some
Spank your
issues
monkey
right
guy.
now, and in my act, I talk about how I don't masturbate.
The yank your stank guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, well.
yeah. And my therapist is like, you just have too much going on, and and you're never alone in your house, so that's why. So
So it's bound to
so,
happen.
so it just comes out in other ways.
Yeah.
Sometimes
ways.
positive and sometimes not so positive.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
No, but
God.
Bonnie's like, could you give me like a proportion? He's like, you don't want it.
Yeah.
You don't
yeah,
want to
we'll
see
barter.
it.
We'll barter. You'll explain to me how you have so much time for that, and I'll try to fit it
You just
into
have
my
to be
lifestyle.
to like
Find
do it like
alone time.
Just make it happen. It's like
Sometimes it's
you're
like
gonna go in the shower, you cut like 2 minutes out of your shower time and just bust a quick one out
Just
beforehand.
like-
Like,
Yo, what's your record time? What's your record time? My fastest time.
I don't
Like
know my
pedal to the
fastest
metal.
time.
Pedal to the metal. Let's
I
go.
don't know my fastest time, honestly.
3
You
minutes.
gotta
Like,
start timing
it's
yourself.
Definitely been something
I-
quick.
I got 3
but
minutes
I will
one
tell
time.
you, my
I swear to
highest
God.
number for times in a day is 7.
8.
Wow.
8?
Hey,
Oh, you
oh
got
my
me.
God.
Damn,
Oh
no.
Dude, you don't understand. Like my penis was hurting. Like I swear to God, like
you just gotta go
by
for
the
the
end, I
brain
was
at
like,
that point.
I was literally like like getting hard hurt my
All right,
skin.
all right. I just want to say that there's a new governor's show where 2 women are discussing pornos. These 2 should have their own show. I'm
Oh, we're
pitching
just
it right
discussing
now.
dick and
It's called the
shit.
Masturbation Show.
Oh
on
my God, what
Governors.
classy
Well, like,
radio.
reviews are really popular. We can just like review porn on YouTube. Like,
Oh my God.
Well, and I came out to my
Porn
boss
reviews.
about having a podcast, so he's like probably watching this right now.
You
So
came
this-
out to it.
I
It's like
came-
I came out of the podcast closet.
I did.
I owned up to it.
I did.
My date was saying it's a handy subject for him.
Uh-huh.
Get it?
Handy.
Good one.
He has a lot of
He
good
said
one-liners.
with his hand on his own cock, stroking furiously.
Wait, now your friend's saying Wanto or Merrick?
It's in
Wantor.
Isn't that
it's
the same
Merrick
thing?
Road in Wantagh, sir. Merrick Road in Wantagh.
And he is a sir. He's a gentleman.
Aw.
I'm gonna take a look at this guy's page, sorry.
You 20-year-olds should take lessons from some of the older gentlemen you make fun of, because this guy, when I get up out of a chair, he stands up.
Why can't I
Oh.
click on
Chivalry
this?
is dead.
And,
Chivalry is
and
dead.
he helps
He
me get in
stands
and
up,
out of the chair.
And then he slaps my ass.
He opens
in
the
and out of
car
the chair.
door for me.
And then he slaps my ass.
That's nice.
in
I
private,
like all
in
that
private,
stuff.
in private. But no, like, you know, the younger generation has those, that's gone.
I
We
still
still
like
do
hold
that.
doors and stuff, but I do believe chivalry is dead to an extent. Especially,
Okay.
you know how
I wanna
understand
hear
too,
this.
Like,
Go ahead.
girls like our age too. That shit's almost offensive to an extent. at this
No,
point.
you're a
People
bad
wanna, like-
feminist. If you don't want someone to hold the door for you, you're a bad fucking feminist because you're as a
I
polite.
can open the door for me.
I can open the door for a man can open the door for
Yeah.
me. We hold the door for the next fucking person to save the energy, you dumb fucking cunts. There's so many there's so many feminists that are ruining it.
Yeah, I agree.
They're
For
ruining
men.
it.
They're
I agree.
ruining
Ruining
it.
the
Honestly.
good
The
times.
poor men don't know what to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like
Look, I totally agree with you. Like the other night, I was trying to rape this chick, and she was. It's like, what's your fucking problem? Like what is with this? Like, stop! I'm calling the police shit. I'm just,
call me a
feminism is going
chauvinist.
too far, man.
I
That's
fucking
all
No,
I'm
opened the
they
saying.
door
really
for
It's
you and
are.
gone
all
too
this. You're
far.
not gonna let me rape you, like.
Kidding, just saying.
Yeah.
You have to these days. You just have to say you're kidding.
Now
Just to
remember
fucking
that
look
the
you up.
conversations that we have in no way refer to our sponsors. That they
I don't even
whenever
think
we
Oh no,
talk about
Kristen
it-
Tinsley absolutely co-signs everything I say.
Signs off on.
No.
Oh, I
She's
know.
gonna kill me
I
the
know
next
that
time she sees me.
Kristen, you don't want to. You
Hell-
don't want to piss her off. You don't want to make her mad.
Can I just say what's up to my buddy Jordan? What's good, yo?
Absolutely.
You,
Thanks
all
for
right.
feel
watching,
like my
pal.
shit's not
Hey,
loading.
Dying Fetus tomorrow. Yeah, anybody who's listening want to see a death metal band called Dying Fetus?
Where's that at?
Amityville Music Hall.
Oh,
tomorrow.
okay.
I'll be there,
Cool.
moshing my ass off, literally beating people to death. If you want to witness that.
Oh wait. Speaking of that, the guest we were going to have on, Abe Hannigan, was versing you in some kind of comedy competition.
Tom's a part of that
we
too,
gotta
actually.
So
gotta
when
talk
is-
about
part of
this.
that
Yeah,
too.
so this is a roast battle that's being hosted
When?
by Renee's production company Big Chuckles this Friday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
gonna. I'm
And
gonna
where
be
do we-
seeing a
where
band
do
photo.
do
If
we
you
go
want
for
to find
that?
the location, you should look on either of our Instagrams. You could look up Dom Lamarca, just his name, he'll come up, or my name, Tom.Crescenzo. That's CRESCENZO. You'll find the poster with the promote all the information
Okay,
about
cool.
where it is and stuff. But yeah, it's essentially a roast battle. A lot of great, hilarious
is bringing
comedians on the
phenomenal
lineup.
Yeah,
energy
yeah.
Like I'm
already,
going up
too.
against my good friend of also a newcomer in the comedy scene, Andrew Bergen, which I'm very excited about.
I don't know him.
Yeah, so
Wait,
you-
what happened with you? Because you were going up against like.
I don't know. I guess I'm just scary.
This isn't the first round. Good.
not
Basically,
scared
what
of you
happened
'cause I
was
know
at
you, but-
first I was supposed to be roasting. Who was it? I don't even remember who it was at first. Like in the very
Was it
beginning.
Moskowitz or was there someone?
Yes,
before
in the
that?
very beginning, it was
Moskowitz?
my good friend, a comedian, John Moskowitz, who he of I think Brooklyn. I don't know where the fuck you live in.
He's in Brooklyn.
No, yeah, he's Brooklyn. But yeah, he's from Brooklyn. He's a great comic. But I was gonna roast him, and I was super excited about that. I guess he had a prior engagement because he canceled. And then I kind of requested my good friend Mike Nicolia, because Mike and I always kind of take these jabs at each other where he says I look like 90s Joe Rogan, and I say he looks like the Hulk from the new Avengers movie with the glasses.
Okay.
So I just figured we would be a good like roast couple, but I
Right.
guess he kind of like at first he was like, I can't do it, I have a show. But then he was like, actually, I'm not doing that show, so I'll do it. So Renee was like, you're on with Mike. And I was like, awesome, I'm gonna message him. I'm gonna promote it. And I messaged him. I was like, "It's on, bitch. Get ready to get anal." Like, and then like 5 minutes after that, Renee's like, "Actually, you're going up against Bergen. Like, like I'll let you know like for sure who it is."
Yeah.
But I was like, "Oh, okay." I guess I guess what Mike said, according to Renee, is that he was like it was like too short notice. Like he didn't have enough time to like
Honestly, that's kind of
write stuff. And I'm a little nervous too because I just found out I'm roasting
But like
Andrew.
that's the thing too. Like me personally, when he asked if I could do a show Friday, like I like wasn't really gonna say yes at first. I was just gonna like say no, just enjoy the day and everything. Once he said to roast, I kind of took it because based off the fact like I know that's like a writing challenge.
No, it is. It's a big
Literally
challenge.
Writing challenge.
And I totally get if it's like too short notice, like if you need some time. And like granted, Mike is a very busy guy.
Oh my
He's putting
God,
on
yeah.
like 3
Yo,
shows
he's got
right
the
now.
Bagel Boss guy on his show tonight, too.
he's got the. I mean, this dude is
Ooh.
working with the Bagel Boss
Bagel
guy.
Boss,
He's all over the place. I can totally understand someone not having the time to
No,
write the
most
jokes.
definitely,
Me,
most
like
definitely.
all I'm doing other than working is making excuses not to go to the gym and jerking off just like Dom. So I have plenty of time to write some jokes about my friend Andrew.
Cool.
And I'm very excited for that. Definitely come out. I'm gonna go find the rest of the lineup so that we can know
Do the
everybody.
bracket,
we can we can
so
know
was
everybody
that
who's
Zach
on.
Zorvish and Devin Brom?
Zach
I
Zorovich
love
and Devin
that.
Bramble.
Oh,
That's
I'm so sad I'm gonna
be
miss that.
amazing.
I'm
am
going to see the band
very
Full House
excited.
on
Yo,
Yo,
Friday.
DB and Megan's gonna be good too.
Oh, that is funny. I don't know
Yeah.
her, but
I know
She's
her.
good.
Yeah,
She's
DB and Megan
yeah.
Friend.
Very
I've
nice.
heard nothing but good
That's
stuff about
very
her.
that's
nice.
gonna be a
Most
funny
definitely.
ass
Yeah,
roast.
that's gonna
I'm
be awesome.
I'm looking forward to
DB's
that
funny
one.
too.
They're both
Yeah,
they're both funny,
yeah.
and I really oh my god, I'm just looking forward to the
So
heat.
can I ask you a question? Because I've never been to a comedy roast before. Is there like a winner of each section?
Basically, what it
Like
is
you're
it's
versing
like
each other?
it's not like a
judges each
it's
round
yeah
tell
it's not a
you when.
tournament. Like a tournament would take too long, so it's basically just like everyone there's like a winner
there
of
goes
each
all my
round
shit.
essentially, and then there'd
Audience,
probably
like,
be like a
base.
next roast battle
Oh,
that
and
they
then-
got on
and
with
then
other
they'll-
people.
you'll
and
roast
yeah.
different people.
Exactly, and then
Okay.
you get on or off. So all right, I'll just read the whole lineup as it goes. We
bracket.
have Abe Hannigan versus Dom LaMarca. Andrew Plagonis versus Devin Giannini. I
Oh,
hope-
that's gonna be good. They both know each other really well,
I
so
hope-
that's gonna be funny.
I hope I said your last name right, Andrew.
Yeah, Giannini.
Then we have Tom Crescenzo versus Andrew Bergen. We have my good friend and partner Manny Cruz versus Matthew Aravallo. We have
Oh, I would love to see that on.
we have DB Frack versus Megan Ruth Friend. Tim Thompson versus Fat J.
Oh, that's gonna be
Oh,
good.
That's gonna this
Jay,
night's gonna be
I think
crazy.
Jay had a
Yeah.
couple different people he was going against originally.
He
too,
did,
like,
yeah. I mean, I'd be
yeah.
scared to go up
I
against
Tim
love
Fat
Jay.
J.
Thompson. Tim Thompson's funny too.
I know Tim's great, yeah. But then final, and I believe I don't know if this is the order of how it's gonna
Yeah,
go,
yeah,
but
right.
closing out the list, Devin Bramble and Zach Zorovich.
Yeah, that's
you
gonna be
better
good.
fucking come to this show because it's gonna be a nightmare for the comedians.
where is the
but
show?
It's gonna be
It's
a lot
gonna
of
be
fun.
fun.
Where's
It's
the
gonna be
show? Where's
fun.
the show?
The show is in it's in
Illwave
Huntington
Studios.
Station. Yeah,
Oh, Huntington.
Illwave Studios. If you want the address, like I said, go to our Instagrams. I don't feel necessarily comfortable putting the address on air, but yeah, definitely Illwave Studios. Look up, come to our Instagrams, find that shit, and come through.
It's gonna be fun.
it's gonna be
It's gonna
crazy.
be fun. And also, it's only $5, so like, why would
Yeah,
you
really,
see,
it's
like,
like a steal.
I would go, but we had a guest on here. Was it last week? We had Joe Scolo from Full House. So
You actually had someone
They-
from Full
they are
House on
happy.
too.
No, that was 2 weeks.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, last
Right,
week
2
it
weeks
was just
ago.
it was
Sorry,
just
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, you
Ryan
were
Dolphy.
Tony.
Yeah.
And so his band is going to be the same day, and so I'm going to that. But if I wasn't, I would definitely, go to
Yeah,
your
no,
thing.
yeah.
But as long as we're doing plugs.
Yeah, absolutely.
I made it to the second round of the Long Island Laugh Off, and I am going to be competing this Sunday, which is July 28th at 7:30 at the Brokerage. And if you don't have plans this Sunday, please come out to support me, because part of my score is how many people come. They have 5 components to the score. And I had a lot of people last time that showed up that I didn't even know were coming for me. So I'm just hoping that if you're watching and you have no plans, I'm up against some really good comics. I think Travis Grant is going to be up there.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, he's good.
Oh, there were like a few names that I knew, and then a lot of people I didn't know.
Okay.
So please come out to support. I'll be very happy whether I make it or I don't. I just want a chance to perform and have fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
You
so
did so well last time, too. I did
Thank
get to
you.
see you last time. You did awesome.
Thank
And
you.
I saw it with Bonnie's sister, who was really funny.
Oh, my sister. Oh, my
She was
God.
hilarious. Me and her kept looking at each other when John Ziegler was like cracking jokes.
There's
We kept-
another one?
Yeah. Oh my God, she looks like Bonnie. You can tell.
She's my older sister.
Oh my God! Just
very
imagine how much wine
What
they
is
both
the,
go through in like one night.
What's the age difference there?
She's 3 years older,
Okay.
but she is married to a doctor. She hasn't worked in 20-something years. And she has money for all kinds of surgeries and stuff. So even though she's my older sister, she looks like my younger sister.
And
She has
chivalry's
money
not
for
dead
surgery.
because Bonnie's sister sits home.
Exactly. They're in Italy right now because my sister turned 60.
Oh, nice.
And so her present was a trip to Italy for 10 days.
Oh my God.
That's great.
Pretty sweet deal.
Yeah, I'll take it. That's
I would love to go
hell
to
yeah.
Italy.
So
and
I'm in charge of
officially
my
become
dad for the
gay.
next. We share my dad.
She doesn't have any kids.
She has kids, but they're
Older,
grown, and
yeah.
that's a whole nother story. She has
Yeah.
twin boys.
Oh, a lot of
yeah,
twins
she has
in your
twin.
family.
Oh, the phone is ringing.
Oh, we got a call.
A caller.
Right.
Caller.
You're on the air.
What's up?
Hello.
Hello.
You there?
Anybody there? You're on.
Speak. Maybe it's a wrong number.
Shithead.
Hello. Okay.
You suck.
Going
you,
once,
You
going
suck.
All
at-
right,
Nice.
call back if that was
You had one job and you just
All
suck
right.
so bad at it.
All
All you had to do was
Yeah.
call a radio show, you dumbass.
Was that Jim?
How is that so hard?
You know, if you guys want me to say anything, and listeners, if you want to ask any of these two young gentlemen any questions, I was joking around. I was like, I'm going to have to bring my diaper bag and my baby bottles because there were going to be 3 young men in here. Because Abe is young too, right? Anybody
yeah,
know?
Abe is
18?
younger. I believe Abe is younger than you.
I
I'm
wanna
not
say
sure, but
18.
Yeah.
Eric is watching. Eric, I'm going to see you tomorrow.
Chevron?
I'm very excited to see Eric.
What's up, Eric?
If it wasn't for Eric, I would not be here with this show. Eric is the very first. Eric and Tony and Sally. I was watching the show, and I didn't know you could make comments. It's a long, boring
Yeah,
story. I'm not
yeah,
going to get
yeah,
into it.
yeah.
But thank you, Eric. Without Eric, there would not be a Three's Company.
Yeah,
So,
no, Bonnie's affinity for Govs Radio is what brought us here. Bonnie got me and Jim hooked into this whirlwind, and we're having nothing but fun.
So,
yeah.
can I just say one thing? This guy
Absolutely.
he just commented. He says someone took a picture in front of the Full House with the lawn, and they did not know what the show was. I was like, what the fuck? It's like, how many people really know what the Full House looks like? You fucking
Everybody,
idiot.
who is this? Who's saying that?
Jacob.
Oh, the phone is
Oh,
ringing
it's
again.
Jacob.
How many people
phone.
are really
Alright.
gonna be like, oh yeah,
What's
that's
up,
the Full House
Alicia?
house?
Okay.
Like,
You're
like it's not like, oh my god.
you're on the air.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello?
Oh yes, hello, please.
Yes, I'd like to talk on the radio.
Why you call my restaurant? Don't
What
bring
you say?
$5.
Are we getting prank call?
Hello?
Don't bring $5.
Yes, caller. What is it that you wish to tell us?
Look. My name is Boris. I am calling from Russia. I am watching the show on the internet, you know.
$5.
Yes.
No $5.
$5.
No.
This line for customer.
No cash.
And what are you calling to tell us?
I am going to tell you something.
I don't think you have anything to say.
Yes, I do have something to say.
Well, spit
I
it
am
out.
the host. I am the host of the same show in Russia.
Oh yeah.
Oh, really?
Will we?
Yes, I am.
How do you say 3 in Russian?
No, it's not called the same name. You name you call Three's Company in Russia. It is one is enough. You two get the fuck out.
There you go. All right. Well, thanks for calling in. You have a nice night.
Wait. You don't you hang up on
Oh,
Boris.
yeah, we're
Whoa.
going to.
Wait a minute, you wanted to
Alright,
say one
this-
more thing. Good.
Serbian with
One more
attitude.
thing.
You have 1 second.
One more thing.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, bye.
Wait.
Oh, you hung up on him.
Yeah, you hung up right on his
Oh, well. Sorry about that.
Oh, well.
Who was it? Shevlin?
No, it's the guy I'm dating.
Oh, was it? Oh, sorry, dude. He's at the lounge.
Yeah, he'll be at the lounge later.
Oh.
He-
Okay, well, that was fun. Thank you for calling in. Bonnie's
That's not what he really sounds like. He's joking.
Bonnie's really red.
Turning red, yes. That's indicative of every time I'm around him.
Ooh.
That means she's on her period.
I do want to mention our
I
sponsors.
didn't think
Well,
you still got
in
it.
your 20s, you really don't know a lot of things about things.
Ooh.
You
Nope.
still get
There-
your period?
No.
No, old
No.
dog, new tricks.
No. I don't have to worry about that anymore.
That's good.
But you manufacture it yourself because you miss the experience. So sometimes you just dig a knife around there so that you
Ew,
can
that's
relive being
disgusting.
young again.
Okay, I'm
I'm
gonna
just making suggestions. That's,
I'm going to do the sponsors real quick. I just want to remind everybody that the views of the people on this show are not the views of
Better
the
say that twice
sponsors.
on this show.
That is anything we say.
this is an R-rated show, all right?
Incest, children masturbating, whatever we talked about is not the views of our sponsors. The sponsors pay for Mike, the nice board guy that you don't see behind the camera.
Tom
And
is
the
sponsored by
room.
Jergens and Sour Diesel.
And
Briscoe oil.
So that's Coaster's Tavern, 487 Newbridge Road, East Meadow. CoastersTavern.com. Tuesdays they have the open mic down there. It's a bar. They've got food. They've got live music most nights. Tuesdays the open mic for comics. 7:30 sign up. 8:00 start. That's a free comedy show for anyone who wants to go down. Or if you want to get some time with your set, they will let you run your set.
Oh, yeah, last night I was letting people, like, I was really not good with the clock, so
Yeah.
they had plenty of time to do their set.
Well, and you know what? If you're trying to save a buck, I would go down there because it's a free comedy show and everyone's practicing for the laugh off. So everyone's bringing their stuff. So that's a really good place to check out. That's CoastersTavern.com. And then we have Smash, 2953 Hempstead Turnpike, Levittown. It's a bar that also has ping pong tables and balls. Jim's got a deal with anybody that can beat him in ping pong gets $100.
Where
You
is
do
this
it-
at?
This is just
Oh, right
it's
over
I
here.
got a
Smash.
friend that's nasty at ping pong.
Yeah,
Not me, but I got a
$100.
friend.
$100
And if
bucks.
you lose, you don't have to pay Jim anything. But if you win, you get $100. Standing deal. Anybody that thinks they can
and we'll
play,
film it and put it on the internet.
We'll play. So come down to that's Smash, justsmash.com, 2953 Hempstead Turnpike, Levittown, and Coaster's Tavern. CoastersTavern.com, 487 Newbridge Road, East Meadow. We got to thank them every week for, like I said, helping Mike get a buck and keeping the room lit up so you guys can see our beautiful faces.
Oh my God. The person I'm dating goes, you don't get a period, you get a semicolon.
Wait, what?
Womp womp. An
The young people
interruption.
don't.
Makes no
The young people don't get your
sense.
jokes,
Oh my
but I
God.
get them.
Is it-
I think it's
wait,
very-
why? Because you bleed a little bit, or you only bleed at the end?
Jim
You
is
only
gonna
bleed
be-
halfway through certain sentences.
Jim's
Like,
going to be really pleased with
it
this
makes no
episode.
sense.
A lot of filth. Jim's going to be so pleased.
Oh yeah, Jim will really like the show.
Jim's
He
gonna
must
love
really,
it.
he must really be
No,
sick.
Yeah,
no,
does he-
he,
is he-
No, he
Oh,
likes
word.
it. He wants it to
Oh,
be dirty.
awesome.
He
He
wants it to
be
Then
dick
why do
jokes
you feel the
constantly.
need to always confirm that your sponsors don't share our views if Jim wants it to be dirty
Well,
anyway?
Jim's not the sponsor.
Well,
Well,
mean,
no,
is it-
but
wouldn't that
we
be
talk
implied
about
already?
but Bonnie's supports Trump. We fucking say some
True,
crazy
yeah.
shit that necessarily they don't want to be associated with.
True.
Oh, Taz is watching. Taz, at the beginning of the show, we were talking all
Yeah,
about
Taz,
you.
if you watch the first 10 minutes, you got a big shout out.
Hey,
we're
what's
so
up,
pumped
Dominique?
With the originals that you sent us. It was
And
so
I just want to
awesome.
say about Taz is I was trying to get on to watch something that she was doing. Do you
Oh, I didn't
like
see.
she was live drawing people?
Oh,
but
that's awesome.
I am so bad with technology. I didn't know how to load the app to watch her
you couldn't
do it.
watch it through.
So
oh, okay.
I apologize for that. I'm learning, slowly, but I don't know what I'm
Oh,
doing.
okay.
But she was going to like live draw people on the air. I think she said she was live drawing Joe DeVito and like all these different
Oh,
people, like
cool.
one a day, like on in several different days. So I was going to try to get one of my young friends to help me load the app.
Taz, I'll help
know.
her with the app.
Thank
when
you.
When the show ends, we'll
Yeah.
get you on there.
So that I could see the next one.
Yeah, because I want
Yeah.
to see that too. That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Can you message me or Bonnie? Message me, actually. Tell me.
Yeah.
Send
Yeah.
me the link because I'll help me and Bonnie get set up.
She sent it to me in my messenger, but I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I don't
But actually,
know.
I was really surprised because when everyone was jumping in and out of our group, Bonnie's like, "Oh, I added Dom to the group. I added Tom
Oh
to
yeah,
the group." I was like,
learned how to
"Wow,
do that.
Bonnie had
I was
somebody
proud
to
of myself.
chat. I don't
was
even know
proud
how to
of
do
myself.
that.
Yeah, because it started with Michelle McDonald. She created a group chat, and she added all these members of the Coasters people.
Okay. Okay.
And then somebody else started adding some more people, and then I pressed the button to see who the members were.
Yeah.
And so then all these people, instead of messaging one person, you could just tell them all at the same time.
Gotcha,
It's
yep.
really cool.
Yeah. I actually saw a post. It was a guy. He sent 39 women. He was like, "Where you at? Like, I want to see you tonight."
But they knew about
and
each
it was
other?
all a group. He thought he was messaging it separately
No.
to everyone.
Oh, wow.
And then it just under it, he was like, "Oh shit! I sent this to everyone together. I'm out." And just it was like fucking.
That's hilarious.
Wow.
He was like, "Yo, what are you doing? Looking good looking. Come over tonight." And it was 39 people.
He's like, I want to suck your tits.
Yeah, it was totally like a hit up
Oh my God.
message. Oh my
He-
god, so
He's like,
funny.
what
You'll have
are
to
you,
find ano-
are you against wearing a strap on?
Yeah,
Yes or
I thought
no?
it was fucking hilarious.
Oh, Dan Romano just walked by.
There
His
we
show is
go.
next.
What up,
You
Dan?
stay tuned for the Dan Romano show.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna. I told him I'd stay and I'd do it. I'm gonna be on his show again.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
You're like
I
a
know,
regular.
a late night show. We had fun last time. It was just me and him sitting, and we had Graz on
Well,
the phone.
I
the
know
whole time.
Michelle and Billy are coming tonight.
Yes, yes, yeah. It's
yeah.
back to normal
Yeah,
tonight.
yeah.
Tonight.
And I don't know who his guest is. I didn't see. But
Yeah, I just
once
invited
again, I
myself.
would normally stay, but I have to practice my set
Yeah,
for Sunday.
and you got a date. You got a hot date
Yeah,
to get down to.
They yes.
Cool. And he already he called in. We think so.
Yeah, he.
You're gonna get credit for that Russian call, whether it was you or not, John. Is that
I
his
know-
name? John.
Johnny. You know what's really funny is I'm known. A lot of people call me Baby. No, you guys don't, but other people I know. And you know that film, Dirty Dancing?
Yeah.
It's Johnny and Baby.
Oh, okay.
Do you guys even know what that
Oh, I
movie
love
is?
Dirty Dancing.
Yeah, Dirty
Yeah.
Dancing.
I
it's-
never know.
That's one of
They're
my
so
dad's,
young. I
that's
never
one of
know.
my dad's favorite movies.
Yeah, it's
Is
the
it?
one where the guy's like
Yeah.
40 and she's like 15.
I carried a watermelon.
He at least looks like he looks like he's 40.
He's a dancer. He's
Yeah.
a dancer. They're supposed to be close in age.
No, in the movie they are, but the actors
She's
don't
supposed
look
to be
close
like
in
18.
age.
He's supposed to be like probably 25. Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, he's actually supposed to be that
she's-
much older?
Something like
I
that.
think so. Yeah, he's
That's the
supposed to be a
best
little, but
movie.
it's
That's kind of
yeah,
weird.
Swayze.
Oh boy,
Patrick
it.
Sleazy.
John just
Rest in peace, man.
put in a zucchini and a banana.
I don't know what the banana means. That seems
Probably
like two
has
penises.
something to do with the penis. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh
Phallic.
God, Bonnie.
The first one's a picture of his penis, and then the second one's when he's getting hard because he hasn't been circumcised.
Well,
It's purple because he has
Sliding
gonorrhea.
out of the
Don't
field,
don't
yeah.
get these two started, because once you get them started, they'll just run with it. They will run with it. But so are you guys going to make a new mic someplace else, or you? It's in
Yeah,
the
if we
works
could
right
find
now?
a new bar that we
'Cause
think is a good
Thursdays,
spot.
nobody has.
No,
them.
that's what we want to do. I feel like I might sneeze.
Bless
See if I
you.
can hold it in. I feel like there's not even really a Wednesday mic either, other than One Eye Jacks, and I can never get to that one because of work. And like then I don't know of any others. Like there, you could always go to like the city and stuff. But yeah, I'll probably
Yeah, Wednesday. If there was a later mic after
Yeah.
this, I would go.
we're trying
I'm
to.
already dressed and
We're
out.
trying to find a spot. Like we're looking around. We're eventually once we find a location, which we plan to do within the next week or so, we're gonna eventually find a day
Even
to
if
bring
you
it
guys
back.
get yourself like a monthly mic or something, that's just like
A
another
monthly
addition,
though,
like-
I don't know.
I mean, like no, like definitely like aim for weekly, but like
Yeah.
take what you could get to. It all come in time.
No,
you know?
it's true. Yeah, whatever we can wrangle. You know what I mean. You can only ask for so much as far as like accessibility to hookers and cocaine.
And
know,
facts.
I'm-
And you guys already did it once too, and like that mic was like dope, like the new vibe.
Oh yeah,
It
I
was
was
a
gonna
good
say
mic,
the best
yeah.
part was
It's only gonna get better.
they would get everybody free pizza.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Like
but we're
pi-
not
like
gonna
pi-
do that
pies
anymore.
And pies and pies.
I'm
Free
just
pizza.
saying.
It was like,
That was too expensive. It was nice. It was.
Oh,
it was
I
somehow
loved it.
lasted, but
Yeah,
I have like $60 in my account right now.
Yeah, so you
Oh,
can't
yeah.
be buying like $100.
but you're
worth of
working,
pizza.
Tom. You're
Exactly.
working now.
Yeah, but I spend all the money I make on like
On what?
drugs and alcohol and
Oh,
open
okay.
mics. Like I just went to the
Jennifer's
city
watching.
and lost like 40.
Jennifer
No
from
pizza
Coast
boy.
Hey,
Nerds.
Jen.
Jen, you're the
Hello.
best.
That's why I love Jen. She always gives me free shots, and then
Oh, Jen is
and
the
then
best.
it's not entirely
Jen-
my fault that I can't really drive home. It's,
Yeah.
it's
Jen's
usually all my fault. Now I can.
Jen's
Just
down
kidding.
there
I love you, Jen.
almost every night of the week. If you friend her, you just see her in our group right here. Latini? Is that how you say it? Latini? Jen Latini.
I think it's Lentini.
Lentini.
Makes me think of like lentils.
Yeah, lentil beans.
yeah.
Jen Lentil Beans. She'll
I love
hook you
her.
up. Go
I
down
love
there
her.
any night of the week. They do karaoke. They're always having fun. She's always posting about all the fun they're having.
Oh, they are. They always have some kind of event. They're always,
Yeah.
And she just makes you feel. Oh, that's what happened with Jennifer. She came to Ziggy's,
Oh, okay.
and everybody like she told me about it, but a lot of people didn't know she was going there just to watch.
Yeah.
And they're like, it's like a crossover.
Oh my God,
it's
like
a
crossover episode. What
right?
is she
funny.
doing?
Like she's supposed to be at Coasters.
That's
What is
so
she
funny.
doing here at Ziggy's?
That's so
She
funny.
actually came to a show that I was at once.
Oh,
Aw.
hell yeah.
Right?
She's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
supportive.
And she
Yeah,
went to
yeah.
she's gone to Crabtrees before.
Yeah, hell
Show
I
the
yeah.
missed
crab
that.
trees.
I never even got
Yeah.
there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, one thing I wanted to ask you, Dom, since you're technically our guest, since you're like, I've been doing the kind of like New York open mic scene for like about
Mom.
a little bit close, almost a year, and you're like, I don't know, like 6 months in or something like that, maybe a little
Yeah,
less.
yeah.
What would you just describe your experience for a little, like just coming up in like the Long Island comedy scene and what you feel like as like a young comedian? Because I feel like a lot of the older fans of this show probably don't really understand the perspective of a young like comic coming up.
Especially like me, like I was never like that. Like I've always been like very communicative person, but I was never that person like go put myself out in situations. And honestly, like it's like fucking crazy.
I love how he
talks.
talks. I just love his,
Yeah, you're like a surfer. You're like
yeah, like he's
I
from
just
California.
I have to
I
catch
just love
a big
it.
wave.
Well, yeah, you have a new comfort, right?
But-
Talking to people.
Yeah,
confidence.
definitely.
Yes.
Even like just like I've met like some of the most wonderful people. I've met some crazy people. Even like just meet a variety of it. Just literally just expands like your whole world
But-
like,
Yeah,
so
it
much
does.
just from that.
And
you know?
even, it's funny, I have all comedians and stuff on my page and stuff, and we have Trump supporters, we have people who think Trump is the worst, we have everything, but we could all come together on a joke, and we could all
Yes.
laugh about stuff.
Yes.
And
Usually.
everyone does
Yeah.
this is a break from politics, and we'll all get in on it. And I know that, it's supposed to divide people, but I think we as comedians are more open to having a lot of conversations that people are not trying to have right now.
No, most definitely.
But we don't have a lot of time, but I just want to say one thing as far as my perspective is when I was a teacher and there would be young teachers, new teachers, and they would come in, like my way of thinking was I wanted to help them. I always wanted to, do whatever I could do to make things easier for them. And in comedy, I still feel the same way as I did when I was a teacher. But there are some comedians who have been doing it for a while that instead of feeling like let's help the young comedians, they look at it as competition.
Right.
And
yes.
they don't want to help. Many of them do, but
I
many of them
understand
don't. So, I just wish the
It
comedy.
is it could be a little competitive,
It's
but I
very
think it's
competitive.
friendly in a way
know-
because we're still at that level of nobody's really anywhere yet.
And also,
But,
they've
yeah.
lost something too, because I've like me going out, like you're asking about that. I always I love to talk to people and just learn about especially people who've been doing it for a while. And whenever I meet someone who's been doing it for a while, I ask them, how has it changed? And one thing that Keith Fitz told me, also Keith, great fucking comedian, if you guys don't know.
Oh, he was there.
I've
I
never
saw him
met
last
him,
night.
but he's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
I always
Yeah,
see
he
his shit post.
He
He's
told
always
me
posting great
that
stuff.
seniority doesn't mean
Renee.
shit anymore. That's
No.
one of the biggest changes, and that's where
Yeah.
that feeling probably comes from. And
Yeah.
I didn't look at it that way, but until he said that, but seniority, just with all the open
You have to
platforms
show
and everything,
respect. You have to
it's
show
not just
respect,
about-
but you have to be supportive too. It's like a double. You have to do both.
Yeah.
Like you as young people have to respect the fact that these people have put in their time and this and that.
I usually
and
just
they
suck
should-
people's dicks and see if I can get on shows.
Of course,
and-
Tom. Of course,
I mean,
Tom.
Perillo doesn't think I'm good at it, but
What?
fucking around.
I respect anyone that's doing this stuff too, because even me.
Nah,
me-
Perillo likes a light stroke with just you nibble on the tip a little, and you just you grip the shaft.
What were you gonna say, Dom?
Sorry.
I just like really like got respect for like anyone that's like going out there and like just first off doing anything, like even like this radio show, like just doers, and that's what's like really cool about like the whole comedy scene. Like it's a room full of like doers, like people actually getting out there and doing something. And honestly, I think the coolest part about that is like it's like one of the hardest fucking things I had to do in my like life was get myself up there just mentally.
Oh yeah.
Get myself up there and like go and do it and like just like that's like even like comedians, like famous comedians that like I don't like at this point in time, like I cannot not have respect for any single person that's like doing
Absolutely.
this shit,
I mean, yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Renee
Yeah,
is
yeah.
watching. Renee says, "My guys." Andrea's watching.
What up, homie?
Hi, Andrea. Jim was watching. Our co-host, and somebody said that you were amazing. Melissa says, Melissa Benson. Do you know?
Oh, much love, Mel.
Dom is amazing.
Slide into her DMs now. She's feeling you.
Look him up.
Did
Look
you
him
see
up.
the way his eyebrows just like
Yeah, he
raised
was
or
like,
whatever?
oh,
He's
Melly,
yeah,
Melly
legit
Bell.
though.
Alright.
He's in his head. He's like, please tell me she's not watching.
So I don't even know if we have time
Like,
for
it's my
plugs.
cousin.
Mike, do we have time for plugs?
Yeah,
Okay,
all
1
right,
minute. So let's
minute.
go
Where
around.
are you guys gonna be? Where can we find your comedy next?
Honestly, nothing too much schedule. I'll be at One Eye Jack's August 3rd and then the roast battle. But like Tom mentioned before, if you tune into our Instagrams, we're always posting new stuff. And me, him, and Manny actually got a video coming out soon too.
And can you tell
Yes,
us your
yes.
handle?
Oh, I
we
saw
worked
it. It
on
was
that.
funny.
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
excited about that.
Very
My handle
funny.
is a bit of a mouthful. It's L.A_D_. If you look up Don LaMarca though, a picture of me should pop up. Hopefully,
can I-
if you are interested, definitely check that out.
Can I just ask you what that means?
It's my initials backwards.
Oh.
And it's just like,
Oh,
yeah,
Jim-
L.A.D. Like, I don't know,
L.A.D..
It's just like, yeah.
And, and Tom, where can they find you?
All right. Well, this Friday at that roast battle is the soonest show I have. Definitely come check me out there. Also, I have a show August. I plugged this last week, but I'll
Yeah,
plug it again.
absolutely,
August
absolutely.
Yeah.
August 1st at the Brokerage Comedy Club. It's 8 p.m. showtime. We have me. We have Mike Nicolia, Rich Happel, Riley Lassen, Roscoe Nash, and headliner Kevin Downey Jr. So that's going to be a great fucking show.
cool.
Definitely come out to that. Check that out. I'm really excited about that. Also, there's a show I'm on August 2nd at JJ's Tavern, also produced by Renee and his company Big Chuckles. Not
Great
entirely-
lineup on that
Is
show.
there a lineup? Do you know the lineup on that?
Is
Because
that
I
with
can't
Menno
find it.
and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
it's
That's
gonna
with
be-
Menno and them. So
Awesome.
This guy,
definitely check that out.
And Tom, can you just spell your last name for the viewers one
Sure
more
thing.
time?
My-
Slowly.
My last name is CRESCENZO. My Instagram is tom.crescenzo. My Facebook is just Tom Crescenzo. If you want to follow me on Twitter, just look up Knuckle Dragger.
Knuckle dragger. Okay.
Tom got good tweets. He got me into Twitter.
Mary Underhill says, why do I feel like you guys have Jim tied up in the closet? That's very
Mom,
funny.
Mom, don't blow my cover.
What have you heard?
All right, and Bonnie, tell us
Oh,
again where you're going to be this weekend.
This Sunday, Brokerage, Long Island Laugh Off, second round. It's actually the first show of the second round.
There you go.
And I'm going to be versing some very really talented comedians. So please come out and support me and support them.
Awesome.
I forgot one thing. Can I just say
Yeah,
one
one more.
Yeah, because he's gonna kill me if I don't do it.
Oh, and Jim had a plug too.
I have August 10th at Greenwich Village Comedy Club. I'm doing a contest that is being put on by my good friend Evan Weiss.
Awesome.
And,
Evan's the best.
Yeah, it's I'm not sure the lineup for that show. I'm sure there's quite a lot of people, but definitely come out to that. I'm looking for people to come to that show.
Yeah, okay.
So if you want to come to that show, definitely message me. The doors are like 5:30 or something. We'll work something out. We can even carpool. I don't give
Yeah.
a shit.
And,
Well,
our,
let's
and, our,
go.
and our friend Jim
Yeah,
Raya
anyway,
wants me to tell you that August 3rd contest show in the Little Room, the audience will get to be the judge and vote for the winner. That's here in the Little Room on August 3rd.
All right.
Okay,
So
thank
let's
you,
wrap it up.
everybody.
Thank you guys for watching. Once again, Mr. Dom LaMarca, Tom Crescenzo, Bonnie Scalisi, and Mandy Jones. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Have a good one.